We're just about to do an EMF sweep of the entire house, starting in the basement. And Nate noticed these 3 scratches on the wall. Nothing for the EMF so far. Normally, the number 3 would be associated with demons, and usually with demonic activity, supposedly. People will have 3 scratches somewhere on their body, or 3 knocks, or just usually with the number 3. There are some numbers written up here too. And that was probably just from the light switch.
The numbers right there.
43421, which, you know, it could be anything. It could be measurements from putting the shelf.
It almost looks
something.
like a child's handwriting almost. Or like you
Just
said, it could be the
adults.
carpenter's marking for the sheetrock.
So that was just kind of strange.
With the 3 scratches, thought we'd document that as we go down to do an EMF sweep.
Alright, so we're in the basement, and we're going to do an EMF sweep of the entire house from here up. What EMF is electromagnetic field, which can be emitted by usually electronics. These are usually used by electricians to find wires and walls, but this one is a specially branded ghost meter, which is really just a really cheap way to get a functioning EMF detector. Some people believe that high EMF can be fuel for paranormal activity, but others believe that high EMF just has an effect on the brain that can make you feel paranoid. It can give you headaches. It can even give you tightening in the chest. So we're going to go through the house and see if any rooms have especially high EMF, and we'll probably start investigating in those rooms. And so I'm going to turn it on now. It always beeps like that when you first turn it on. Right now we're in the kind of the deepest room in the basement. For some reason there are children's drawings, what appear to be children's drawings, or an adult that draws like a children. Or a child. There's a toy here for a kid, covered in probably dryer lint. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like dryer
or
lint
dust, or
from
both.
the broken dryer vent, and then we also got a ball over here. Tom Hanks' old friend.
Yeah, this is where he ended up apparently. This dresser could have been just things they pulled out of a kid's room. In this top drawer here,
there's
some little jars that have names on them.
Like little interesting ones like that there with
Isaiah.
And then one more with the name Austin.
And then there is another one back here with Avery.
Okay, and we got Avery. So Austin, Isaiah, and Avery.
It's worth noting that this is really the only room in the house that has any personal items in it. And they just happen to be for kids, so. Will I be crawling up into that? I don't know, we'll see.
So the baseline in here
is less than 1.
Less than 1.
Which is less than the rest of the house, which is kind of odd for a basement. But here we'll get into more.
We should spike a little bit around the furnace, you would think.
You know, it's only spiking just a little bit. It's like 1.5.
1.5?
So the EMF goes up to about 5, and then, you know, if it goes up to 5, you'll hear it. You'll hear kind of a beep like that. Even by this light switch, I don't know if that's, does it have power to it or what? If there's anyone down here with us, you don't have to hide. There we go.
There we go. That's the
So
spike we're looking for.
Get, yeah.
So that makes it even more odd. And then plus standing here, you almost get like the odor of urine.
Well, there's a lot of wet cardboard over here.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I haven't pissed my pants yet.
Still less than 1 for EMF. Isn't that what the REM pods do? They emit EMF? Or do they detect?
The antennas detect, yes.
Okay, so they don't put it out.
No.
See, they have some equipment that will actually emit EMF because they consider it a fuel for paranormal activity. So
no, there's different types of REM pods. The type that I got just picks up the change basically, closer to the antennas.
And do they detect
movement,
vibration?
Vibration and movement.
Footsteps?
Yep.
So I'll go around, give a
Are we still just at like at a baseline of 1.5, 1?
Yep.
That's good.
Got a little bit higher over here, almost 2.
Almost 2 so far is our highest, which is to me is kind of odd, really.
And this is a double, so who knows what is.
Yeah, that could be his TV or something on that wall. Well, actually, his TV ain't on that wall.
Yeah, we were in there.
We was in
We'll tell
there.
that story later.
Yeah.
Or we told it already.
This is another thing. Here, look at the locks on this place. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and technically 6. The old skeleton key on one door. So when we say we're in lockdown, the National Guard couldn't get us out right now, I don't think. So the highest so far we've had is 2, and that was in the.
We're at way less than 1 now, almost 0. Still less than 1, and then we'll enter the room where Elaine said he felt the presence of a
Our
man.
psychic medium. This is the room where we picked up our hits in the spirit box.
Still 1.
Okay, and then we're going to this weird 17.5-foot closet here.
Can't hit my head in here. Still 1.
So this whole house basically is like a 1.
We'll do this room first. Okay. Almost 2 up here.
Almost 2 up here.
I love the sweet, sweet smell of insulation. Look at this.
Boy, it's an engraving in it.
It's all
The
fancy
back of that
design
light
on the
off
floor.
just- Yeah, right there. Yeah. Does that come up or
It's hollow.
is there a handle?
I'm sure somebody knows. Well, it's just a matter of what did they cover up.
I mean, if you look at the new, that's obviously newer wood that we're on. So maybe that was the original flooring.
And this is not wood. If somebody watching knows what it might be, then let us know.
Yeah,
And
'cause
these
that's
haunted
puzzling by itself. I mean, interesting.
Now we're entering the room with the embalming tub.
Yep.
Now, is it true that they used to cremate people somewhere in this building?
Yes.
But we don't know where.
We don't know where.
Probably the basement.
I would imagine.
Well, it's hard to say because with it being a double, half the basement is boarded up for the other
Yeah. No.
residents, so we don't know what's in there. That was there when it was all one building.
Yeah. The old electrical box there.
Yeah, I don't really know how any of this works or how it worked as far as cranking these one way or the other.
It would just be reversing. One would be to pump in, one would be to pump out. The lever in the middle would determine which way it would do what. And obviously up top there is your old wine box fuse. Still nothing.
Yep, still just barely above 1.
So this is almost eerily low.
Now, this is another, just like earlier we weren't getting any hits on the Spirit Box. I actually like that, and I like this.
Because if it does spike, that means
If
that
you
is a
have
change.
A nice low base, and you know any spike is
This,
at least abnormal for tonight. I mean, we'd have to stay here for weeks to get a base
Yeah.
of, you know, because it could spike once a week or something, and we would just never know.
this little piece here is kind of interesting too.
Yeah,
We have 2 electrical wires coming out of here.
probably the front of it is facing the ground.
Yeah. Well, that piece pops right off on me.
I heard, tell me what you heard.
Hey Nathan.
That's what I heard. Okay, well, let's go downstairs and see if there's somebody down there.
Yeah. That was clear as day. Hey Nathan. It almost sounds like somebody like downstairs hollering my name.
I don't want to like make anyone trip, but there is somebody out here, so.
Okay, that's the
Like human activity.
And the neighbor's name. Didn't he say his name was Nathan or no?
Oh, I don't know, did he?
I'm not sure.
There's a cop out there.
Is there?
Okay, well, we might have a police encounter.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went through. What just happened?
I just heard a bang up there.
Okay, well, that's the.
That's coming from that.
Right, from the.
But the bang upstairs was interesting.
That the thing spiked when you heard the bang.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering who the cops are here for. I'm guessing it's for the neighbor. I feel like an attic in my mouth. That's a refrigerator.
Okay.
So at least we know the EMF is working properly.
Yes, we know it's working properly, and we do not have.
It's not doing anything wacky that it shouldn't be doing, which is what I like.
Yeah, it's a nice. Yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good little reading of it there. That's basically been our base level throughout the entire house. Right there. So if we get up in the yellow or the red, anytime we're doing the Spirit Box or an EVP session later, it'd be kind of unexplainable. Alright, we're leaving the digital recorder up here in the attic by the old embalming tank. As we're rolling footage on the camera over there, we're going to place the digital recorder right here so it's in vision of the camera, and hopefully we'll pick up some electronic voice phenomenon.
And the reason we're choosing this location is because of earlier
we was standing like right here in the spot now, and all three of us that was here at the time, Tyler, myself, and the psychic medium we had, Elaine, we all heard, "Hey Nathan."
You'll see on the video when he's kind of fiddling with this, we all stopped talking and I asked him what he heard. I heard, tell me what you heard.
"Hey Nathan."
That's what I heard. And that's because I wanted him to confirm what I heard, which he did, which was "Hey Nathan," which obviously is his name, so either somebody yelled it from outside and happened to know we were up here, which isn't possible because nobody knows we're here.
Yeah.
So it was just strange. And it's not the first time. It seems like every time we do an investigation, we hear your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody loves me.
You're too pretty.
I could have just impaled my skull on one of those nails.
Okay, this is us walking away.
Walking down the stairs, chill out.
Alright, we're going to go down here to the basement if I don't break my neck. We are completely lights out right now. We can't see nothing. Complete darkness. So my big clumsy tail is going to take my time.
So you're hearing very careful footsteps on rickety wooden basement steps in complete darkness.
Yeah. Kind of give you guys a view of the basement there. And these are the concrete steps. I gotta try not to bump my head on stuff. And we're going to start our first Spirit Box and EVP session in this child's room, I would say, right? And I guess
we can call it that because there are toys.
And this painting on the wall, which is really...
For our own notes on the DVR, disregard every noise you're hearing because it's us running.
Yes, we're bumping and everything. And up there... weird little storage place there.
I'm going to turn on the EMF detector.
Okay. I'm going to get ready to fire up the SB11.
Note that
He's
the
getting ready to fire.
EMF has been under 1 or maybe just a little above 1, but pretty flat base level EMF. So anything, especially if you hear a beep or see the red light, like so, then it is abnormal as far as we've seen tonight, which we've been here for probably a few hours.
Yeah, at least 3, I would say.
So I'm going to set the EMF detector over on this desk. I'm going to set the EVR beside it.
Go and turn it up a little bit more.
I can hold this, that way I can cover it like so. If there's anyone down here in this basement with us, we are completely vulnerable. We're in the dark. I forgot the flashlight, so if you'd like to say anything or let us know you're here, please do so now through this device in my hands. Please do so now through this device in my hands. So far, it's acting like it has been acting the entire time, which is no activity, which is good, because if it was acting up the whole time, then it would be hard to know when we're getting something. What did this house used to be? You want to raise the channel speed somehow?
You want to go quicker?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sweep rate?
I kind of did that on its own. If there's anybody down here, now is your time. We're not here to harm you, just to communicate with you.
Do you live in this house?
I just want to note there, we did catch a little orb there that had its own light source, another one. Them are credible.
Do you know that there are people living in this house?
What is your name? That's kind of a daunting sound by itself there. Now it's kind of locking up on us.
It does sound kind of weird down here, like it's being, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. Maybe the SB11 is different than the SB7.
No, it's the same frequency, but just kind of, it's down right now for whatever reason.
Maybe we try just a couple questions with just the DVR. Maybe try to get some kind of activity on the EMF detector.
Yeah, we're back live now. Just whatever malfunction that was.
Are you afraid of us?
Are you doing that, or is that just hits? I've never heard that box make that noise. And a bunch of orbs are coming out of it right now.
It's doing it about every 2.5 to 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Yeah, that's a malfunction. I don't think that's paranormal.
So maybe we should give that thing a break.
Yeah, let's give it a break and just go straight EVP for a while.
So let's try this EVP.
It's weird, it was malfunctioning, was using it earlier just fine.
Yeah.
Come down here, now it's malfunctioning, so that's worth noting.
I'm holding a light in my hand. If you touch this light, it'll make a noise and turn red. I don't know why there's so many childlike things in this dark, dank room.
Yeah.
But I figure it's worth a try. If you want to play with us or play with this toy in my hand, you just come touch it, it will make a funny noise and light up red.
You can come tell us her name, how old you are.
Can you make a noise or walk toward us? You don't have to touch the light if you don't want.
No need to be afraid.
You can just come look at it, or peek around the corner. We're not going to hurt you. We'll stay completely still. We just want to know that you're here. If you want to talk to us, you can. My name's Tyler. This is Nathan. We're from this town. Are you from this town?
Whatever time that was, I kind of heard something with my naked ear off to the left here.
Something like what?
It almost sounded like a distant little whisper. I heard like a couple syllables there.
Are you trying to speak?
If that was you, just speak up just a little bit louder. Again, we're not here to harm you or nothing, just to communicate. Are you okay?
If you don't want to get close to us, you can go up into the attic. That's about as far away from us as you can get. If you feel safer in the attic, you can talk to us from up there. We'll hear what you say later. Can you open or close a door or move something, touch a door handle?
Can you repeat this knock here that I'm going to do with my foot?
Are we wasting our time down here? Okay, we're leaving the basement now. This is your last chance. You can sweep some dirt or knock on something, touch one of us. "50 minutes and 5 seconds.
While they were working downstairs and I had the music playing, it kept turning the music up and down and on and off.
You feel a lot of strong energy right in through here. And both of these lines were moving. There's a man in here wanting to know what I'm doing in here. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in this room. It's interesting.
What's that?
Why would you want to make sure that this door wouldn't come open? Why is the lock on the outside? Something seems out of place. Something strange.
Because did you notice the picture that the little girl drew on the wall?
There's a dresser down there, toys, almost like they was keeping a kid. Little kid's hairbreadth. Everything to do with a small child leads to the basement. If the man that was trying to come through earlier, if you're in here, can you state your name, please? Is this your home?
He's looking for his wife and kids.
So are you sure we left the basement door
Absolutely positive
closed?
before I walked out of the house. I put our equipment in the bag and I pushed that shut. It's all locked up. We was just out front of the house and the basement door is clearly open.
I heard. Tell me what you heard.
Hey Nathan,
That's what I heard.
what is your name? Can you repeat this knock here that I'm going to do with my foot?